Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to create an organized folder structure to store all your objects, materials, lighting for future projects. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to need to do is create the folder to store our assets. You want to find a place on the computer where you will not likely delete the folder, and you also want to find a place that's easily accessible. In my example, I'm storing everything in documents, and I've created a new folder called My Assets. So in My Assets, I've created 3 empty folders to store my assets. Once this is done, head back to Blender and navigate up to here where it says Edit, and then go to Preferences, and then File Paths. Find where it says Asset Libraries, and then we're going to add these asset folders one by one. So to do that, press this plus sign right here, go over to the My Assets folder you've just created, and add the assets one by one. Great. Now that that's done, Blender should automatically save what you have just done, but if you want to be extra sure, you can go down here to the lower left and select Save Preferences. Now let's close this window. I'm going to bring this window up, click on this button here, and go over to Asset Browser. Now you can select all libraries, and there you should see the 3 assets that you just made. So we're going to populate these next. Let's start with objects. So the first object I'm going to add is a simple cube. Let's try this cube. So click on the cube, navigate over to the tree, left click on cube, and mark as asset. This tells Blender that you want to treat this object as an asset. The next step is to save this Blender file to the objects folder. So go up to File, Save As, navigate over to the My Assets folder, Objects, and save it in here. And we're going to just name it cube.blend and then press Save As. Now what you should notice, if you go to Objects, the cube is now stored as an asset in that folder. So at this point we can easily add it to any kind of Blender project. So if we open a new session of Blender and open up the Asset Browser again and go over to Objects, there's our cube. We can easily add the cube into our workspace. Next, let's add something to the material library. So go into the material tab. I'm just going to make something red, increase the metallic on it, decrease the roughness, just to create a unique material. To see the changes on the screen, just switch to viewport shading, and there you see the changes applied. Now, very similar to how we saved an object as an asset, we're going to do the same with the material. So go over here to where it says material. I'm going to rename this to be red material. And then right click on your material and mark as asset. Now what you want to do is save this Blender file in the material assets folder. So let's do that. File, Save As, and navigate over to the materials folder, and let's just rename this to be red material, and then Save As. You can verify that everything's saved correctly by clicking on this drop down, go to materials, and there's the red material. Next up are HDRIs, High Dynamic Range Images. A popular place to get these images is Polyhaven. I've selected one of the more popular HDRIs for download. To download, make sure that you have HDR selected. The resolution doesn't matter that much. It can be as low as 1K, and then download anywhere on your computer. Back in Blender, we're going to go to the World tab and select this little yellow button by color, and select Environment Texture. Select Open and navigate to where you've downloaded the HDR file and select Open Image. To see what's going on, make sure to adjust the shading to be this viewport shading, and you can see the HDR in the background. I'm usually not a fan of seeing the HDR in the background, so to preserve the lighting of the HDR but remove the background from your scene, navigate up to Render, scroll down to where it says Film, and check Transparent. In this way, the lighting is preserved, but the scene does not show up in your image. Before saving this into the Assets folder, let's just rename this to be something else. Let's say Outdoor Lighting. Then right click right here and select Mark as Asset. Next up, you're going to save as into the Assets folder. And we're going to save this as Outdoor Lighting. And then select Save As. Okay, we're all done. To show all these assets in action together, let's just create a new Blender document and bring up this window and select the Asset Browser. Go to the All Libraries drop down, and let's start with Objects. I'm going to drag and drop the cube into the workspace. Now let's add a material to the object. Let's add this red material. Drag and drop over the object. And to see the effect apply, just change your viewport shading. Next, let's add an environment. So go to HDRIs and drag and drop the HDRI we saved into the workspace. And there you go. We are done. I hope this video helped demonstrate how easy it is to create asset libraries and how easy it is to add to those libraries. Well, that's about it for this video. If you found this video useful, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I'll catch you later.